Hey guys, welcome to the Max Invest YouTube channel. In today's video, we're going to be doing a weekly cryptocurrency update. Now, in this video, we're going to be going over some of the biggest bits of news that happened in the past week. After we go over some of the news, we're going to take a look at the charts for some of our favorite cryptocurrencies, namely Chainlink, Ethereum, and a few other cryptos that I want to have a look at. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel. Remember to follow me on Twitter and join the Discord. Links are down below. And remember, nothing in this video is financial advice. So let's get into the video. The way to see how good the news has been this week is to just take a look at the charts. As we can see, there's probably been some pretty bad news. Bitcoin is down 11%, Ethereum is down 14%, and the majority of other coins are down roughly 10 to 20%. So this has been a pretty poor week all round for crypto. They haven't really done that well on the 7 days, and we'll see why that's happened. Now, as I already alluded to, this is because of a lot of very bad regulatory news. Now, the first big bit of news is China banned cryptocurrencies again. What China essentially did is they said all cryptocurrency transactions are going to be illegal. Now, if you've been in the crypto space for more than a couple of days, you'll know that China banned crypto almost every single hour. China have already banned Bitcoin once this year. China banned Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies 2 or 3 times in 2017, and China tend to do this every single year. Now, in my opinion, this is an attempt at market manipulation from the Chinese government. The Chinese government are very interested in crypto. China have had partnerships with VeChain and a bunch of other cryptocurrencies. However, they continue to ban crypto over and over again. Now, I do believe that this is market manipulation and the Chinese government is planning something malicious regarding crypto. However, we will need to wait and see. One of the other things that I found interesting about this ban is that crypto markets didn't react too negatively. Cryptos dropped about 10 to 15% in a short period of time. However, this is nowhere near as bad as it previously did. In 2012 and 2013, when China was banning crypto, well, the markets would drop instantly about 70%. So this isn't affecting the markets as much anymore, which is good. Now, I also do believe the only reason that it drops 10% is not because people are scared about this. Nobody in the entire world actually cares about this news anymore, yet the markets continue to drop. And I do believe the reason for this is because of the traders. The traders see that bad news has came out, and the traders all decide to open up short positions and leverage their short positions. Now, when traders start shorting a cryptocurrency, this tends to put downward pressure on it, and as a direct result, it goes down. I don't think this makes any difference to any of the long-term holders. I don't believe any long-term holders are going, oh no, China banned Bitcoin for the 5,000th time. I do believe it's just the short-term traders that are causing these price drops, which is fine in my opinion. Now, the next big bit of news is Gary Gensler, who is the head of the SEC, came out and he talked even more about cryptocurrencies. Now, Gary Gensler came out and he started to talk about stablecoins, how there needs to be more regulation around stablecoins, and then he talked about how there needs to be a lot more regulation around decentralized finance. Now, a lot of people didn't like Gary Gensler's comments, and it does seem like he is really going very hard on cryptocurrencies. As we already know, Gary Gensler forced Coinbase to stop their Lend product, which means Coinbase couldn't offer 4% per year on US dollars to their customers. One of the things that I found very interesting about this piece of information is that Gary Gensler, the head of the SEC, was actually very interested in cryptocurrency just 5 or so years ago. Gary Gensler did a course on basics of blockchain. He seems to know a lot about cryptocurrencies and he seems very informed about it. However, Gary Gensler has taken a very, very harsh stance on cryptocurrency, and in my opinion, this is because he is serving the big banks and the people in Parliament. A lot of banks are looking at cryptocurrency right now and they're saying, hold up, crypto is offering way too high yields on their products and we simply cannot compete with crypto. As a result, a lot of the banks are pressuring the SEC to basically crack down on crypto a lot more, and that's what they seem to be doing. And now, the next big interesting thing that I found about regulatory concerns is that essentially Senator Warren, and Elizabeth Warren is a senator in the US who really hates crypto, confused MakerDAO with the DAO attack in 2016. Now, if you know what these are, MakerDAO is essentially a big lending and loaning project that has about $8 billion in it, whereas the DAO attack was an attack that happened in 2016 and it's totally unrelated. So what this does show is a lot of people who are regulating crypto, a lot of people who are saying that they really don't like crypto do know nothing about it. And it does seem that those who do understand crypto, like Gary Gensler, are just under the influence of the big banks who don't know much about crypto themselves. Overall, the regulation news for crypto tends to be pretty bad every single week. However, in my opinion, I have no doubt that this will not shut crypto down. I really don't think that this will do anything to crypto in the long term, and Raoul Pal himself said that this is all just noise in the short term. Everything will work itself out, heaps and heaps of people are still using crypto, and they haven't shut crypto down just yet. Now, the layer 1s like Ethereum can never be shut down. There's nothing that the SEC can do to shut them down, and I strongly believe they won't do this. This is essentially because if the SEC try their hardest to make sure every American doesn't use cryptocurrency, well, what this will result in is a lot of economic growth not going to the US and going away from the US. People in Australia will be building on crypto and bringing a lot of economic growth back to Australia, and essentially this will force the US to actually open up to cryptocurrency. This would be like trying to shut down the internet in its early days. It doesn't make any sense. Now, the next bit of news is that Twitter allowed individuals to connect their Bitcoin wallet to Twitter. Essentially, what this means is that people can tip each other in Bitcoin on Twitter. Now, in my opinion, I don't really understand this that much. This is because Twitter is not a cash app. Jack Dorsey already has Square, which is used for payments. I don't know why Twitter is being used for payments as well. I do think it's just because Jack Dorsey is finding a way to integrate Bitcoin with Twitter because Jack Dorsey is a Bitcoin maximalist. Now, in my opinion, I do believe the real development that Twitter could have is they could allow Ethereum wallet connectivity. This could add a lot of different things to Twitter, such as NFTs, gaming, DeFi, and it could make Twitter do a lot more. With Bitcoin, it is inherently closed off, as Bitcoin is just a currency, whereas Ethereum is an entire network. However, I don't think this will ever happen, as Jack Dorsey has already expressed hatred for Ethereum in the past. Now, the next thing that I wanted to discuss that I noticed is that Ethereum balances on crypto exchanges are hitting new lows. Essentially, every time when balances on exchanges hit new lows, this means there's less supply to circulating and less supply to be bought up. As a direct result, it tends to have a positive effect on the price, and it'll be interesting to see if this happens again. Now, let's take a look at some of the charts. As we can see, the first chart that I want to look at is Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is doing more or less the same thing right now. It's hanging around sideways, and it's above the bull market support band. As long as Bitcoin stays above the bull market support band, this tends to historically be quite good for other cryptos. Now, one crypto that I also want to look at is Ethereum, and if you watch the channel, you know that Ethereum is one of my two favorite cryptocurrencies. Ethereum is currently well above the bull market support band. It seems to be doing quite well, and it seems to have made a double top on the weekly chart. Now, in my opinion, I do expect Ethereum to bounce off the bull market support band and continue to make its new all-time highs. One big thing that we know is September tends to be a bad month for crypto. September tends to not have that good gains, and especially for Ethereum. In September, Ethereum tends to be down an average of roughly 20% every single month, which is a big down month. Now, in my opinion, I do expect the next couple of months to be quite good, as generally the months in the end of the year have very good gains for crypto, and I expect this year to be no different. So I am hoping that Ethereum has a very good run-up leading up to Ethereum 2.0, and it will be interesting to see what happens. Ethereum has had these periods where it hangs around sideways, it sort of goes down and bounces around. It had this all the way back in 2016 where Ethereum was just bouncing around sideways, and it eventually shot back up, and I do believe that this will hopefully happen again in the lead up to ETH 2.0. Now, Chainlink is also another crypto that we like to look at a fair bit, and we have done quite a lot of technical analysis on it. Now, one of the interesting things that I noticed about Chainlink is essentially Chainlink seems to be doing a very similar thing as to what it was doing just a couple of years ago. As we can see, all the way back in July of 2019, Chainlink had a long period of sideways trading. Chainlink was essentially at about $4.50, it hung around, went down to $1.40, went back up to $5, went all the way back down to $1, and then from $1 it had a huge move up all the way up to $20. So, Chainlink essentially, it looks like over the past few years, Chainlink has some time where it just trades sideways. Chainlink hangs around, it trades sideways for long periods of times. It even happened in 2018, and then boom, it has a parabolic movement up. It seems to have been doing this all the way throughout history, and perhaps it will continue doing this. Right now, it has that period where Chainlink just trades sideways, and then boom, we get another big leg up. Now, I don't know if this will happen or not. This is all just speculation, however, it will be interesting to see. Chainlink is one of the most fundamentally sound projects. It's having tons and tons of new integrations, and I do believe all the way back a few months ago in January of 2021, when it was at the same price, Chainlink was essentially a lot less strong fundamentally. All the way halfway through this year, in the past 6 months, Chainlink have done so much. Chainlink is so much more fundamentally strong, and I do believe right now Chainlink is heavily undervalued. Anyway, the last crypto that I did briefly want to take a look at is called Aave. Now, the chart that I've got up for Aave isn't giving us too much data on what Aave has done, but essentially it does seem like Aave is trading sideways. Now, one of the reasons that I do want to have a look at Aave is because I do have a very bullish thesis on Aave. Essentially, Aave is acting as a decentralized bank. Individuals can lend out money on Aave and earn a very solid interest rate. You can get about 6 to 8% on your US dollars very safely on Aave and very consistently on Aave. Now, Aave do look like they're about to launch a whole new bunch of products. In my opinion, I do expect over the next 5 years, Aave will launch a credit card product, a debit card product, and Aave will really move into the banking sector. Now, in my opinion, because Aave is going to be a lot more competitive than all of the other applications and all of the other big banks, I do think Aave has a shot at being one of the big banks. In my opinion, Aave could be the next biggest bank. It's a crypto bank, it's very friendly, it's very easy to use, and it's very, very good. It offers a very, very high yield, and there's tons of different things you can use with Aave. So, in my opinion, it's definitely one that I'm watching, and it's one of the applications on Ethereum that I am most bullish on. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and thanks for watching the video.